And from my sports background, my coach was hard ass. I remember one time, man, we only losing probably about 3 points. He walked into a dressing room. You a bitch, you a bitch, you a bitch. Everybody on the team. And
crazy.
You know Coach Coffee? Yeah, like real talk, come in, call everybody bitches, y'all some bitches, y'all some pussies.
Why would Coach Payton?
I don't give a fuck.
Everybody, look, we're back. Let me clear my throat so everything I say can be clearly said right here. And we got the man, the myth, the legend, Big Tate Eats on the set with us today, man. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good.
Good, man. I'm glad to have you here. Look, I'm Josh.
I'm Chaz.
Boom. Look, this Clearly Said podcast. We finna get straight into it. This is much anticipated. We've been trying to get you here for a minute, but you know what I'm saying? Timing is perfect. You made us wait on timing. And I think this is going to be a good time to do this, man.
Yes,
so tell us a little bit about yourself, including your sports background, because I didn't know you was
man.
a hooper.
What do you want to know first? It's so much about me.
Tell me kind of how Big Tate Eats became the Big Tate Eats he is right here. How your childhood affected you.
Okay. I come from a family of cooks, essentially for the food background. Mom owns a restaurant. Everybody, all family members, all of them can cook. So that food background has always been there. I've been in the kitchen for about, working wise, I have 10 years of experience. So just food is just something, a passion that I just normally just been doing. As far as going to try restaurants, that's a hobby me and my wife had. We've always had a hobby of just wanting to try new restaurants. My best friend, Jaws, came to me one day saying, man, let's make a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And that's how I decided to start doing food reviews in front of a camera. You know, he brought that idea to me, and that's kind of how it all started.
I love it, man. You from this area?
Yeah, from Varby, Mississippi.
Okay, good deal. Now, did you play basketball, football, baseball?
When people look at me, they say, oh, you got to play football. But I didn't get big to college. Basketball was my sport, man. I played football at a younger age, but basketball all the way through.
Yeah,
I got you. Good deal. I was say, did y'all hoop? Or was it AAU type deal?
No. Like
not with him.
Yeah, like he said before we got on camera, when we played his school, he was 2 years younger.
I was young.
He was a manager.
Okay.
We know some of the same people because I played on the AAU team with a couple of people. He was on the team.
Sometimes when I play on Front Street, I run into Chaz as well. So that's basically it.
Gotcha. Now you mentioned Jaws. Who is Jaws?
Jaws is he has his own food critiquing thing. He does food reviews as well in the area, but he does on blog style. That's basically it, really.
I got you. And so you and him started on YouTube together.
Yep, we did. We started on YouTube in 2022, and we got monetized first on Facebook. So we started out doing video content. Then we got monetized on Facebook. Well, let's start on focusing on Facebook. At first, we took a picture of a restaurant, got traction, started getting big, started taking pictures of restaurant food. We just kept growing it. And our brand name was It's Jaws and Tate. Mm-hmm. So that's basically how that started. Now, how I came apart to Big Tate Eats, I was the one doing about 85% of the reviews on that page. Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, I am basically an entrepreneur. I have more flexibility. Like I was doing a full-time job, so it was kind of hard for him to do the reviews like I was doing. But I knew the key to success, you gotta upload. In that type of media, you gotta upload every single day.
I got you. Gotta drop content.
Got to. Every single day. That's the quickest way to grow.
I'm glad you said something about social media. Before social media, in order for somebody to be an actual food critic, they had to take culinary classes, they had to get a degree, they had to write papers, they had to do blog style. It takes a professional, I think, what they say, 20,000 hours to become a professional.
Yeah.
What would you say gives you the validity to offer your opinion on food and put it out publicly?
That is something that I'm glad you asked that. First off, because this is to my haters now, I do not claim to be a professional food critic or a food connoisseur. I am just a guy with a camera that just goes around giving my opinion, sharing my experience, and telling you what I think. That's essentially what I do. Now, in this day and age, it's a lot easier because of social media. It's easier to become a social media food critic. And the old school food critic or the old school food critic, that is kind of becoming outdated because people watch now.
Right.
Back then, they wrote columns and things of that nature. Today, it's just a day and age of social media. And it's a lot of social media food critics now. We just pick up the phone and start recording. That's essentially it.
I got you.
Some people don't like when we share our opinion or our experience, but it is what it is.
It's your opinion.
It's my opinion.
You got a right to it.
Right. I was going to say, so how much of food critic do you think should be subjective and how much of it do you think should be objective? Because everybody's taste is different to a certain extent.
That is a great question. And that's why I always encourage in my videos, this is my experience.
Go try it
you
for
may
yourself.
experience something totally different. Always try to, because I don't want to, my intent is to never bash a business. Never to bash. Because coming from somebody who has had a restaurant, sometimes it's certain things you need to hear to improve to hopefully save your business. And from my sports background, my coach was a hard ass. I remember one time, man, we only losing probably about 3 points. He walked into a dressing room. You a bitch, you a bitch, you a bitch. Everybody on the team. And
He went crazy.
do you know Coach Coffee?
Yes.
Yeah, like real talk. Come in, call everybody bitches. Y'all some bitches. Y'all some pussies.
Why would Copay would?
I don't give a fuck about nothing else y'all doing. Can I?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck about what y'all doing. Y'all some bitches, and just storm out. Literally, we all coming in, okay, because we supposed to be getting blown out right now in the tournament. We know we supposed to be getting our ass whooped.
Yeah.
We was young. We have no seniors. We all juniors and sophomores and freshmen. We have no seniors on our team. So we in a good little spot. Come in, fuck off y'all. Y'all some bitches. Get out. I don't want to see y'all.
I don't know how you going to get home.
Hey, how you gonna get home? Basically it. And then we lost the game. Oh, it's over with.
Y'all damn show some bitches did.
Don't say shit. Don't get on your phone.
Don't ask for no food.
Don't ask for no food.
Really didn't feel
we
like
ain't going to
bitches.
McDonald's. Oh no, that shit over with. No, that's dead.
That's
but
funny.
coming from that background, coming from him, he had a big impact on my life. He did not care about the good. He only was worried about your weakness, the bad. And that response to somebody you being harsh with you, being brutally honest, that's how I respond to it. I don't respond good when people saying you doing good. People walk up to me all the time, man, you killing it. In my mind, man, I gotta catch them.
Yeah.
That shit go out the window, man. I gotta catch them. So when I critique these restaurants and I'm harsh or I'm being blunt, that's how I want somebody to be to me.
I see
Cause that's
what
how
you're saying.
I'm actually gonna react to it.
Because the good is going to be there. Let me
Yes,
focus on the bad so
absolutely.
you can get that better.
Yes.
Right.
I got you. Now, you've had a restaurant before. Can
Yes.
you walk us through why that experience was not successful?
My restaurant didn't fail because my food was trash. Cause I got people who comment on my posts, oh, well, you just hating because your shit failed, this and that. That's not the reason. Okay, 2021, I had a restaurant, which I still cook under the same name today,
Peak
Southern Way.
I was just saying peak COVID time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Peak COVID time during the pandemic. We were in a terrible location for one, and we were in a terrible market for two. I was also young at the time as well, so my mom had a restaurant, wanted to be like her, and me and my wife, we just jumped in. At that time, we're 24, 23 years old, fresh out of school. We just love to cook. We didn't understand or even had a grasp for the business aspect of the restaurant. Managing money, property, marketing, which is a big thing. The food was not the issue. It was marketing and poor business management. And of course, which is still a problem today, is finding employees to work. That is a big problem in restaurants right now. And it was a problem back then.
Yeah.
So at that time, we was open 7 days a week. We there 7 days a week, open to close, 9 to 12 every day. And at that time, man, we were so into it, I didn't even see my daughter for a whole month because we was just restaurant. You got to run here to get supplies, run here to get supplies. somebody called out. Somebody always called out. So those few things, we just got burnt out. And we just decided to end it all together. So another reason why Jaws came to me with the idea, he was like, man, maybe if somebody would have critiqued your food or give you some advice or did this, maybe that could have saved your restaurant. And that kind of fueled why we started that It's Jaws and Tate brand, per se.
So do you think that, and two things, do you think you would have been open to somebody critiquing your food or critiquing your business? Because we know that you've already said that the food was good. But it was the business,
right,
is the reason why the restaurant didn't succeed.
I would have been open to both because sometimes the truth hurts, and sometimes you need to hear that truth. But man, that's a great question.
I say this. I think it's a stat that says, and Trey, I want to react to that video right after this question, if you don't mind, unless y'all got something to say.
No, because I want to see it.
95% of restaurants fail within the first 5 years. What advice from what you've been through and what you know now would you give to somebody getting ready to start a restaurant? Because we had a local restaurant here that I really enjoyed, and it's no longer open. And I could see from the outside looking in some of the things that this restaurant owner struggled with. You talked about not having people that work there. Good service, man, it's hard to come by at a restaurant. For one, you know what I'm saying? People don't get paid a lot to be a waiter and a waitress. But also, you know what I'm saying, you need good waiters and waitresses. So what advice would you give those people? Because it's like a thing like, damned if I do, damned if I don't.
So the very first thing I would say is if you're going into the restaurant industry, starting out, I would have at least 3 or 4 months worth of savings already saved up for a rainy day. Okay. Because for that first year as a restaurant owner, you're not going to see any profit. The restaurant industry is one of the worst industries as far as profit. You make a lot, but so much of that money goes to the upkeep of the restaurant, employees, all the cups and forks and all that stuff, all the little stuff you don't think about. That shit adds up quickly.
Salt and pepper.
So, and that was another, it was like we had to choose, are we going to keep this restaurant open or are we going to pay our bills?
Right.
And we chose our bills. But the first thing, have money saved up for your personal life, your personal bills, that does not go towards the restaurant. Secondly, again, it was I'm misquoting somebody, but you got to have that Chick-fil-A mindset to where you have, it's going to be hard to pay people.
Yeah.
So to have that, hire cousins, family members to help you trying to get this off the ground.
I don't see that working.
I know, which is kind of a back end. I know, like right now, I don't like working with family.
Yeah,
100%. But that was just an old quote of what the owner of Chick-fil-A did years ago until they got to be.
Until they got bigger. I see what you're saying. People in the family that agree with you.
Yes,
I got you. Don't let me ramble on
understand
too
they
much.
roll.
Chad, take it away, man, because I have been wanting to kind of react to that right there, just to see it, because I try not to.
It?
Well, no, I'm saying us see it on set with you, because I saw it and I took it as comedy, not a personal attack on somebody. But man, that was funny, bro.
Yeah, so come with your line of work or what you do. You like you said, you just giving your opinion, your thoughts on how the food tastes to you. But what comes with that is a lot of negativity come back to you. Like people talk about your appearance, how you look, or the way you talk, anything like that. So, you clap back at them one day on Facebook. So, we went and dug up the video.
First off, before we look at it, what made you real deal say, all right, this particular person, I'm finna get on their ass, man. Let's spice this up. What made you think that?
I just had put out a bad review, a negative review on a place called High on the Hog in Grenada.
Okay.
And my cousin sent me a post on my messenger. She was like, she on you. She shared, she didn't come for me under my post. She shared it saying, you need to get your teeth fixed, per se. Why you worried about it? So I said, you know what? Let me click on the profile. Oh, hell no. You shake like this.
We're going to play the video so everybody can see.
Let's see it.
Responding to your comments, part 1. If your teeth is derailed, you have a lot more than being a foodie to be considering. You need to see a dentist ASAP. You got bigger fish to fry. Probably can't taste from all those spaces and craters. Now, Latasha.
No eyebrows.
Your eyebrows
When I
it.
seen that shit, I was like, ain't no damn way.
Oh, okay.
Nah, okay.
Y'all gonna say I'm in the wrong, but she came for me first. I don't see her. I don't see her eyebrows. Do you? But wait, there's more. Natasha, who told you it was okay to go outside? Who told you it was okay to wear this? This?
This is a 2-piece.
Oh my lord! Ooh,
Hey, she look like Isaiah.
Natasha, don't. But wait, there's more. Now, fellas,
She
listen
made
up
that
now.
meme herself.
If I don't have a man, but if I had one, I know I'd miss him. Fellas, it's income tax season. If you have not found you a woman yet, Latasha is single, guys. She is single. If you can look past
She probably
what's on
still
her
single
head
to
right
this
now,
day.
if you can, she
I said
is
she
looking
probably still
for a
single
man.
right now.
Latasha, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna find you a man, Latasha. I love you. Right, he can't even taste the food good because he got teeth missing and he didn't get any tartar sauce. I worry about a lot of y'all's IQ, and this is like one of my #1 comments. What the hell does having teeth have to do with this tongue and these taste buds on tasting food? I believe that this tongue gets elite. If you don't believe me, ask your mama. Let me know down below.
Ask your mama. Ask your mama. That's
Hey,
crazy.
no,
Ask
that
your
was
mama.
good. And I'm sure she
Okay. All right.
Illuminati.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Lord.
I'm
She
sure
like
she
that
took
hippo
that
off.
as a joke as well, right?
I would hope so.
I
I
got
told her, I got your ass. You gotta admit, I got your ass. She was like, I don't care. Your teeth still fucked up. That type of
got
shit. So I don't.
Right.
I'm not entirely sure.
She didn't think you would clap back.
No.
And she didn't think
Nah,
you would
she-
show that
caught off
2-piece
guard.
picture.
Oh no.
Yeah, you definitely got to be ready for people to
She just gave me
respond
too
when you
much
say something.
ammo.
Right.
Too
right.
much
Yeah.
ammo.
Yeah.
I got to.
If
I had to.
I would delete every picture on my damn page if I had to say something. If I
And
was her.
you can keep it playful, like you
Yeah.
you never
Right.
did get disrespectful.
No,
It's
no,
not
no.
you came for me, I come back for you. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Type deal. But that was really funny, man.
But if you gonna come for me,
Just
make
know.
sure you got eyebrows, guys. Please. Make sure you got eyebrows, please.
that's funny.
Definitely, I would love to see more videos like that.
Yeah.
Man, I want to, but I received backlash for that. You're a professional.
Come on, bro.
Why are you putting this on your platform? We want
Yeah.
food reviews. We don't want you jawing and down. Got people like, nah, keep that shit going. That shit
Yeah, I
funny.
know the
Yeah,
young
like-
don't want that.
That's
But
what
it-
it's
but-
for. Like, come on.
Yeah, but at least that is telling you that you got people that watch your videos that do.
Care. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They do care, because if they didn't care, they'd be like, oh man, just keep
Right.
Right.
going
right.
off on these folks, but they ain't understanding. Hell, then you start losing supporters then, because
Yeah.
you got to clap back at every one of them.
Now I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna do it, but I will be. I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
can't
yeah.
make it a weekly
Just
thing.
not gonna
Right.
focus
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
If you feel the need to address something, you'll address
Yeah.
it
Exactly.
and then move forward. Right off camera, you know what I'm saying? We were talking a little bit, getting ready, and you said that this is going to be your Cat Williams moment. Well, we hope this is your Cat Williams moment. How do you respond? Because we just saw that, but how do you respond in totality to people taking shots at you personally and not looking at the substance of the food review?
Initially,
And
I
not worry about the food.
laugh. I laugh at it. The shit really is coming. Like, cause again, when I say about my teeth, I said something to make you mad, and you're trying your absolute best to make me mad.
Right.
I'm not gonna get mad.
I know you are, but what am I type deal? Like they
Right.
just keep saying something.
Right,
like that.
they just keep saying something. So that shit, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, okay, your teeth missing. I can get my teeth fixed, but I'm smart. Either you're gonna talk about my appearance or you're gonna talk about my review. But initially, you're gonna talk about me.
And you sharing and you liking
Yep.
and you commenting
And you commenting.
and it's traffic to my page.
You don't know, y'all help me out so much. And it's crazy. They don't see that. They don't look at they think about my delivery. They're not thinking about what I'm actually saying or things of that nature. So
Right.
that is
And that's what haters don't realize.
No.
Like when you go as far as to share somebody's stuff just to hate on it, you sharing it.
You sharing it. You still
So
sharing
you
it.
sharing it to people that's gonna see it and actually like it. Or if you comment on it,
She ain't have
your
no followers,
comment,
though.
huh?
She ain't got no followers.
We don't know that.
I was finna say, but it it only
She at
have
least
to
got
be
5 people on her page that seen it was like, oh,
facts.
I'm finna
Yeah,
follow
those
him.
5
Yeah.
people.
And they get in the
Like
algorithm,
her son,
it'll go
her
to
mama.
another friend, and they share it, and this, that, and the third. No, I see what you're saying though.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they're sharing it, and it's more traffic to your page,
Yeah.
and so that's more eyes on you. Matter of fact, right now, I want y'all to take a second, look at this ad. We're gonna tell you how you can follow Big Tate, watch Big Tate, support Big Tate. We'll be right back.
What's good, everybody? If you made it this far in the video, be sure to follow me on all my platforms at Big Tate Eats. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, same name on all platforms. Big Tate Eats. Thank y'all.
All right,
And
man.
we back.
He did that Please, that was funny.
All right, man. All right, bro. What's up, everybody? We back. This your boy Bone, Josh, Chad.
We not starting the show
and Tate
over.
Eats. Are we going yet, guys?
Yes. Oh, pick that up and we're gonna start over. Pick that up right there.
This nigga think we came back to the radio show.
This is a whole nother episode 9.
He said it's bone.
Yeah.
All right, mic check.
Oh, I'm gonna throw it away.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just say we back.
Yeah. Just say.
And then go straight to the question.
All right, y'all. We back. This your boy Bone.
Why did you do that again, man?
All right, man. Fuck
Just
it.
go from where you at, man. Damn.
All right, look. All right, man. We back in action, man. This your boy Bone. Look, I got a quick question for you, Tate Eats.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, this is something that I've seen. I'm sure everybody on the podcast seen this too. You went to Tier 1 and you had your own experience.
Sure did.
Can you walk us through it?
Okay.
After you walk us through it, tell us about the backlash that you had, and do you regret anything about it?
First off, I don't regret no review. First off,
Okay.
everything was good up to the point. I had salmon. Salmon was good. Macaroni was great. But I ordered a medium steak and the shit was raw.
Okay.
And basically, from that reaction to that raw steak, that is what generated a lot of backlash from that video.
Gotcha.
Do I regret anything? No, because whoever's in the kitchen cooking, they deserve to know, hey, you served me a raw ass steak, you know.
And you don't even regret using the word bullshit, because we talked about that was really the thing that caught everybody's attention was
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Not that the review, it was just bullshit.
Yeah, because I'm spending my hard-earned money and I'm getting served bullshit, which is another thing I want to say too. I don't make a dime from any of this social media shit. I spend my own money on all this shit. I literally spend thousands of dollars every month on food reviews. So I feel like that gives me the right to say what I want, how I want to, because I'm paying for it.
Right.
And they let this shit go out the kitchen. So do they not feel the need to know how the shit actually tastes?
Right.
Because food is not cheap. Ain't nothing cheap nowadays.
Hell
Every damn
no.
thing is high.
Eggs $3.
Ever
Right.
since then, did you go back to get another experience from it?
Not yet, only because I'm so busy. I gotta move on to the next one.
Right.
I drop them every day. I really don't got time to soak on the last one because now I'm on I gotta get to the next one. So, but as far as backlash goes, man, that came from me bad. They sent the side pieces and family members and every damn thing.
He said side pieces.
Somebody, I think one of the owner's wives, I don't know, she said she's not talking about me, but if you read her message, you can say she was talking about me.
Yeah. So you didn't get like a friendly invitation back. Hey, we sorry. Woo.
No, and this is another thing too. I will not spare you if you invite me to your restaurant and you think I'm not going to be 100% honest. I was invited to Tier 1.
Oh.
They wanted me to come.
See,
I didn't know that.
that's a
I didn't
different
know that.
conversation now.
A lot of restaurants, they invite me, hey, come check us out, come check us out. Then I come, the shit is bad. Now my opinion don't matter. But you wanted me to come to your restaurant. You wanted to be on my platform because you did ask. You did say, come check us out, but your shit was trash. So I'm the bad person for sharing my experience. Because my ethic duty is to share my experience. I'm going to be 100% raw to my followers because sometimes I save them money. And a lot of times I just bring them awareness. And that's my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And everybody ain't going to like that. But
And that's the best part. Everybody have their own experience because I ate there before and I had a great experience. And that's the beauty about it. You know what I'm saying? But that particular time you had a raw steak, which he was very verbal about it. So, hey, sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. But what do you have to say to them, like, about your experience?
As always, I would never discourage anybody from trying to one. Eventually, I will go back. Eventually. It's all love on my side. You know, it was somebody talking about, you know, you're not used to eating $100 steaks and some shit like that. How you gonna judge $100 meal here? Well, first off, the steak was on $29. The shit, and it damn sure wasn't worth $100. The steak was skinny. I think it was, her last name is Hughes, but I remember your comment.
Cat Williams moment.
Now I'm touching on that point.
Cat Williams moment.
She said that
I was trying to do a kumbaya moment, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Because she was like, you're used to being raised on Hamburger Helper. You probably never been out of the state. I travel 5 to 6 times a year, and I can guarantee you, I have made more of my life than you will ever see in your life. Period.
Shit.
I have commas in my bank account because that one I was gonna respond to her because she really tried to come for me. You don't know anything. You used to Hamburger Helper. My mama never cooked hamburger. I don't know what that shit is.
I do. That shit good.
It is good.
Yeah.
I don't critique it.
Yeah,
I tried some when I got married, but she said you was lame in high school. Bitch, I don't know you. I'm from Vardaman. You from Tupelo. We didn't go to school together. I don't know you.
Last
I think
name
it's
Hughes.
Sharika Hughes. It was something Hughes.
Miss Hughes, he just eating the food, honey.
Right.
We ain't talking about high school. And if you still living in high school, sweetheart.
Like Tammy's. Here go another one. Tammy's. You don't know good food because you eat ass. If I do eat ass, it's my business.
This thing got so powerful.
Hey, man, I eat ass too now, but I love
They be
food.
coming from me, bro. That is something that's thing in my head. Y'all you can't taste the food because you eat ass and shit like that. I never agreed to it or disagreed to it, but that's my business. But that don't got shit to do with tasting the food.
Well, I agree.
Type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like.
People are so caught
crazy.
up in the personal that they
Yes.
can't, like we just said earlier, they
Right.
can't get to the food review. And that's another thing I wanted to ask too, was like, word of mouth is super important on businesses. And I know we talked about this, but when you get ready to go get food, do you ever fear that somebody's going to do something to your food because it's you?
I don't have fear of that because traditionally I do not go get my food. I'll send 9 times out of 10 I send my wife. Unless I'm just absolutely by myself, I always send my wife. If I had to get my own food by myself, I call it in and I put it on a different name.
Gotcha.
So sometimes I wear some shades, maybe a hat, kind of disguise it. Which I only do that around Mississippi restaurants.
Right. Because they hadn't really gotten to know you out
They
in other
haven't gotten
areas.
to know me. But to my surprise, when I started my Memphis tour, I walked up to a food truck. She was like, "It's about time you came to Memphis." I said,
Oh, snap. That's
what's up.
I'm just gonna be real, Tate. You pushing up on 100,000, bro. It's shades and glasses, bro. They ain't gonna really just come on, bro. They
Not
gonna,
in this area at
They
all.
gonna be able to
No,
identify
you're
you for
correct.
sure. You know what I'm
And
saying?
Memphis
And you
really
know
just
why?
the biggest city in Mississippi, so
Basically.
Yeah.
that's
I caught that.
no.
But you know, but this is what's crazy though. Like, you have people go to these places that you don't review now, sat there, ate, and they know their food wasn't all they good when they ate it. They don't say nothing. They just keep going back acting like the food is all that. Wait till you make a video about it. Then they get in the comments and say, well, yeah, I did go 2 or 3 times and my food wasn't all that good. Why you didn't say it then?
Why didn't you say it? Why didn't you make a post? Why didn't you publicize
Y'all wouldn't wait till he get on there and they talk bad about him, then you want to say it. No.
and they want somebody to break the
Don't
ice.
get in my DMs calling me a nigga because you had a bad experience. Like,
With the ER?
with the ER hard. Southern Farm Table, if you want to pull that up, Southern Farm Table in Florence.
Damn.
With the ER?
Now,
Florence? That's
that
in
was
your
the
area.
one time where I was actually afraid to go into the restaurant because
Yeah, you
Which-
should have been.
I was the only black person there. I was the only one there. So I was a little nervous because a lot of eyes was on me. But, man, they came from me hard on that video.
White people did.
Yeah, because that's one of their spots. I pulled up, they parking lot is jumping, but the food was old,
No season.
no season. It was bad.
I'm glad you.
Ooh.
I'm glad you made the point. Not that whatever, because I've eaten some white people cooking that was great.
Oh yeah, and there was no knock to. I love y'all, and some of y'all can cook.
Right. So
no knock to them.
How do you differentiate when you go to a restaurant that the predominant customer is African American versus a majority white? How do you change your mindset when tasting food? Like, okay, this is white people's tuna, so it may have grapes in it. You know what I'm saying? Versus black people tuna, it may not.
Yes,
do you change your mind, or is one set thing?
I try my best to stay even keel, because that is a great question, because I have black-owned business owners or people that support black-owned business. Man, why are you going to talk about that black-owned business like that for? And my answer is the same. I don't care if you're white, black, pink, purple, Mexican, whoever. I'm still going to tell you how the food tastes from my opinion.
Gotcha.
It's no personal vendetta against anybody whatsoever. It's never personal. But if your food is trash, like Aunt B's, when I had it that day, that was a big one. The community jumped. Matter of fact, that's how Chaz got on, man. He said, man, same thing. Man, you don't got no damn teeth. Why you going to taste the
Let's
food?
talk about it. Stay on.
I didn't come at Chaz sideways, because the comments, that shit is funny to me, man, because, like, I get it so much. It's the tooth. It's the teeth. It don't bother me. But
Yeah, but see, mine wasn't coming from no hateful place.
And everybody know Chaz.
Like, I
they know
actually
how you
Tate,
are.
though. Like,
Right.
we worked together before at C-Spine. So, like, I know him.
Yeah.
So, like, it ain't like me just saying, oh, this nigga ain't
Reviewing
That's
the
the
Southern Farm Table in Florence, Alabama. Okay,
Shout out to
I
you.
have history here. Exactly 1 year ago today, I reviewed this place,
Mitchell Finesse.
and let's just say the food was not the best, and they had a fly problem. A year later, the fly
y'all
problem
were
still
mad
exists.
at damn fries and the damn potatoes.
You can even hear the fly
potato.
popper in the kitchen popping, because the flies are just popping.
Killing the fly.
That still exists. Let's see if the food has improved. The chicken in dressing.
Chicken and dressing. Hey, cornbread.
It was at this moment he fucked up.
Oh my God.
Why it tastes like that?
That's
I taste like that.
No. I wouldn't feed my dog this bullshit. Sure is weird. It's like the cornbread didn't
That's
cook
not
all
dressing.
the way,
That's
or
cornbread.
some of the
That's their
cornbread is
dressing.
a little moist, and some of it is just solid chunks. No. Moving on to the fried chicken.
That be burn,
Cooked in this old ass grease. It has a terrible aftertaste to it.
But they was
Also,
eating that shit
it
up, though.
appears
They was
that they
tearing that shit
batter
up.
this in the same batter that they do the fish. That is not it. Moving on to the catfish. First off, the fish is cold. Tastes very fishy. Just caught this shit today and threw it in the grease. That's basically how it tastes. Oh man. Got some collards.
Collards.
Fresh out of a can. Macaroni and cheese. This is terrible. Really don't taste any cheese. You just taste dry, cold noodles. This is my second time coming here, and I'm not bashing the business at all whatsoever. I'm realizing that I'm just not the target audience. But this place was busy for a reason. But if you're ever in Florence, Alabama, give this place a try.
negative 10.
It'll prove me wrong.
But hey, that's big of you too, though, to go ahead and tell people have your own experience.
Yeah.
Go on and have your own experience, because they may think different. I know the restaurant here that was owned by a black lady is no longer in existence. I don't believe it is. I know that location is not. Man, I was really excited when she opened that business. I don't know if I should say the name or not, but anyway, and it went out of
I'm
business.
kind of curious. Can you say it?
After Maze.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
no disrespect to
man.
her.
Oh, my God.
I like her as a person.
Yeah,
she's a
I
great
will
person.
give her
And-
her flowers. She is Miss Dimitri is an awesome person, man. And I enjoyed her food. We did a
Yeah,
a
me too.
blog style review on her, man. She has some great food. In my opinion, she has some great food.
Man, we went there for our class reunion one
Yep.
day.
Cut
We
up.
had a great time. Spent a lot of
Shot
money
King.
too.
Dude
Shot
came
King
out
right
there, he
here.
said, look, I'm finna bring y'all this.
And if I
Tell
can
me
say
if it-
anything about that restaurant, I don't think the food was the issue. I think
don't
it was
either.
the location. People, especially of our color, they don't want to see somebody else doing good or having something nice. She had a great location.
Yes.
The interior was great. The vibes were immaculate. She had a special thing, but that local support, man.
I don't Big Tate. I don't think that's what it was, and this is my opinion. As an Ethel Mays fan, I promise you, this is me trying to be as objective as possible. This is not an indictment on her or her business. First of all, I really liked the food.
Hell yeah.
But the food was fire.
I swear.
The vibe was fire. But there was a really long wait most of the time. And not only the long wait, I felt like, and I don't think it was so bad the location, because you got Kyoto right there that does well. But I think that people didn't know if she was a fine dining establishment or if she was
yes.
a lounge,
Like
because she
pick
tried
one.
to do both.
Both.
And everybody that played football heard a coach say, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you ain't got one. You got to pick what you're going to do.
Man, you preaching.
And if you're gonna be a fine, like I haven't been to a bunch of nice restaurants, but I've been to Capitol Grill, I've been to Houston's, I've been to a couple places. They don't have a live band playing.
Yeah.
It's a fine dining establishment. And I also been to lounges. It's not a fine dining vibe. So I think that was the problem. She didn't have a target audience, because there were times I would go in there and I would see an older white couple or two, and
Agreed.
they probably couldn't hear each other talk because the music was so loud. So
agree.
I don't know if you had an opinion on why that business did not make it or
I
not.
hope that she watches the episode and maybe this will spark an idea for her in the future. Maybe pick one. Focus solely on one thing or nothing. But that is a great statement, and that's something I didn't think about actually.
I ain't gonna lie. I think the restaurant should just like you said, it's a fine dining.
Yeah.
Cause the food, man, I ain't gonna lie, that food good.
Food was very good.
Like I left out of there, I said, man, I might be coming back.
I
it
know,
was-
man. My wife went probably 10 times.
It was
I mean,
good.
I don't think the restaurant was open a year. And
She made it just at that year,
okay,
Yeah.
and that's when things started to go down. She made it just at that year. And
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I had like Brick and Spoons when they be doing that live little band thing. I be ready to go. So that could be it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the music.
Oh,
Man,
especially-
I ain't gonna
About
lie, but
Texas
the band
Roadhouse?
stuff was pretty nice though.
It
Cause
was
like
lit.
because she got a great
Yeah,
taste in
yeah, she
food
got a
and
band
music.
and
Like, cause the
all that
bands
was
was
good.
good. It
Yeah.
just number one, bro. Like we talked about in the first episode, it's Tupelo.
Yeah,
That's another thing.
that's
That's-
another
Tupelo
thing.
don't want to see you do too much more than what they think they want you to
Right.
do.
I'm sure she would have went anywhere else. Starville.
Memphis.
Bro, she
Homeownership.
could have. Yeah, but like
and you got a bigger crowd of people to
But she
come
could have,
support.
yeah. But she could have went to Starving, but
Oh,
she
she
wanted
would've-
to do it somewhere.
Yeah.
She grew up
From-
here. She's from here,
Yeah.
so why?
Sometimes
And that's something too I want to piggyback off of too. Me and my wife, where we live in Boonville, we didn't get much love from our restaurant in Boonville. But man, doing pop-ups and festivals, we get major love everywhere.
sometimes you gotta
And
go.
sometimes to my restaurant owners, maybe it's not your food, maybe it's just the location.
Right.
People don't want to see you make it because they know you. Like, oh, I ain't gonna go to them. But
Hey, once he get
definitely
the
do.
tiptoeing, he tired. When he get the run.
Wow.
Listen,
Get
we
the
got to
tiptoe.
take on track.
All
All
right,
right,
let go.
we
Go
here
ahead,
real
lock
quick
in
to
for
talk
3
about
minutes.
how y'all don't listen to Bone. Cut his mic off. How y'all can support the podcast, okay, and kind of some things that people really don't understand as far as how views and all that stuff go. So real quick, we need everybody to do 2 things, bare minimum, when you're watching the video: like and subscribe. You gotta like and subscribe, okay? And another thing, hit the bell symbol. So if you want to get notifications about when we make new videos, when we post new shorts, all of that, hit the bell symbol and turn on all, or you can personalize it, but I would just say turn on all so you can get all of our content.
And a lot of people, you can like and subscribe, but you got to make a YouTube account so you can subscribe
I
to
was
the
just
channel.
gonna say that.
So make an account, subscribe, like, and please hit that bell.
And then if you do got an account, log in.
Hold
Some of y'all just watch it from sometimes you'll click on the link and it just take you to the web view. You can watch
From
it from like
Facebook.
the web, and it have log in right there, and y'all won't
I
log
just
in.
exited.
So just log in, watch it, like, subscribe, like he said, hit that bell, and just comment. That's all we be asking. Like, we don't want to sound like we be begging y'all, because we ain't. But we
want support.
but we are at the same time. Like we want your support, but we want it in that way so it can benefit us and y'all.
Definitely.
It's funny how strangers support you quicker.
Then people you've
Yeah,
been
but
knowing
What I
your
was
whole
just
life.
gonna say is that enough? I saw a post on Facebook a couple weeks ago, and it says, you know, as soon as you start a business, your family and friends should become your biggest promoter. And I said that's too much weight on friends and
on
family
them.
because only your friends and family can't be enough. They aren't enough to keep your business afloat and make it successful.
100%
Only
agree.
Tupelo wasn't enough. Me and my wife went to Ethel Mays several times. When I proposed to my wife,
was at
she
Ethel Mays.
allowed me to rent Ethel Mays out for a couple of hours and propose to her there. So we enjoyed the restaurant. But my thing was, I didn't think she was able to branch out enough because how many times are you going to eat at one restaurant in a month? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We may come spend
Once,
$100
twice.
with you, but that's once every 2 months. You know what I mean? It's not enough. And so I hope she able to bring it back. But
Me
the
too.
vibe was
The-
good
the,
in
the,
there. I just
vibe,
think-
the vibe and the food, I give both of them like a 9 out of 10.
And that
for
is
real.
another thing why I created my platform is to help drive traffic from out of state places or more places to bring awareness. I think I think that when they became aware that the marketing was a problem, it was too late.
It was too late.
It was
Yeah, she had went on live and all that good
Yes.
stuff, bro. I was
She
like,
did.
bro, that's
And
crazy.
when you get to that point,
yeah,
it's already too late. Cause she was like, "I need y'all to come support."
right.
Right then and there, it's too late.
You can't beg for
Because
support.
everybody gonna come that first weekend,
Yep.
and it's gonna go right back down to nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right back. So
And I say you can't beg for support. I'm not saying that you can't ask people to support you. What I'm saying is once you get to that point of having to ask people to come,
Yeah.
it's probably too late. And I really hate that it closed because it was a
Tupelo,
beautiful
you let one slip away.
establishment.
No, she did. They did.
Tupelo.
And so
Y'all
another
gonna regret that for real.
Yeah, another thing is just like he said, both of y'all said you can go to a different area. My cousin Chris Parks one time, he said you trying to give Tupelo a vibe that they don't want. That's when somebody was trying to have a upscale event, and it cost
tell my
around
mama that all the
$100 to go.
time.
Yeah, and that's. Do we not want it? Are we not ready for it? Will we be
we
ready
ain't-
for it?
It just we ain't used to it because I know since I born and raised here, we ain't had no upscale nothing ever.
Right.
They have they
From like
they
when,
have they select people they want to fuck with.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, and
Let's
who is
just be
they?
real.
and then when some people do
Everybody.
throw these events, it's only for these certain type of people.
Yeah.
So, which sometimes I understand because you can't invite everybody everywhere. Everybody know how to act,
Facts.
Yeah.
but give people a chance. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Tupelo I love Tupelo, but Tupelo, I don't know.
How do we do fine dining here then? If we want to have fine dining for, let's say, a crowd of people that do also enjoy a nightlife, how do you do fine dining for them? Or can it just not be done in this area? Or can it not be done in the same building like she tried to do with Ethel Mays?
I don't think Tupelo's the area. It's I don't know.
That's
man.
sad.
And it's because picking back what you said,
Because
the nightlife, Starkville and Orchard, they have great nightlifes.
Bro.
Like
Yes.
last
It's
night I was in
amazing.
Orchard, it was jumping at 12 o'clock. It was jumping. Everybody in the bed in Tupelo.
Yep.
You know, it's just
it's blah here.
Well,
Yeah.
it's actually, I didn't know this until I saw it's a sign on the highway, I think, that says a certified retirement city.
Yep.
Did y'all know that?
I be-
Tupelo is a certified retirement
Yep.
city. So
I believe it.
I don't know.
I've been
if-
hearing this since I was little.
older.
Like people
Yeah.
come here after they retire and just
and
you
they
know.
trying to push the younger generation out, man.
Yeah.
That they just tore down them apartment complexes over there.
On Ida,
yeah,
yeah.
just that's that sign. You could not know it was apartment complex over there. It's a suburban neighborhood now.
But
They
now
trying to push 'em
I
out.
understand what they did with it. Used to be what was it?
Azalea
Azalea Gardens. Then they
Gardens.
changed to President's Gate. I understand because they had a lot of issues out of that, and what they were trying to do with Lawndale is what they did with Jackson. I don't know if you paid attention or not. Was quote unquote gentrify the neighborhood because 15 years ago you ain't just wasn't jogging up and down Jackson Street. You was
I didn't either. Shit.
And so I think they were trying to do that
That
with
job
Lawndale,
will
but
turn
it
into a
didn't work.
full sprint because you
Yeah.
finna get up out of there.
Facts. And so
They
so-
rose the prices of rent too. So
Facts.
they kicking us out, bro.
Facts.
Basically, send them out to Verona and Shannon. We don't want
Straight
that.
up.
We don't want that here.
Straight
But
up.
are they
essentially it.
are they kicking the people out or are they raising the property value? So with me with buying a house, you know what I'm saying? Because I bought a house in 2017. Now
sir.
I'm married and all this and all that. I did the turning 30 skit. You really your mind changes
Yeah.
as you get older
Yes,
and
it
you
does.
want other stuff.
You
And
ain't lying.
I
You
want
ain't
my
lying.
property value to go up.
You're right.
And so if I've got houses that look nicer, are newer, have people in them that are paying it, now my property value goes up. And so are they pushing people out, or are they trying to raise the value of the city?
Yeah.
Well, that's. I mean, I understand that, but majority of the top jobs we don't have, bro. So that means we can't afford the houses.
I don't have a top job.
But I'm just saying, like us. When I say us,
you talking about like in general,
our
like
culture, our black people. Like we don't have the top jobs to even pay for the houses they putting on the actual property.
No, that's true.
So
that's
if they raising the property, value, if they're raising the property value, we can't pay for it. So who else going to be in it?
I will say this though.
You're right.
Because I'm a homeowner as well. I bought my house at 23 years old. I think education plays a part into it as far as buying a home, because as a first-time homeowner, I didn't have to pay anything down.
Right.
My credit was decent, but it wasn't great. I worked at my job for 2 years. I got my shit in 3 months. But you wouldn't have known that, or people, when I mean our culture, because they don't ask those questions. It's not a conversation. I'm a first-generation home buyer in my family. I really couldn't ask anybody in my family, like, how do I do this?
Wow.
What are the steps?
Right.
It took me doing research, reaching out to a realtor, things of that nature. I feel like if the education was there, buying a home, it would be more home buyers, because rent is expensive right now.
Yeah.
And I feel you. I was 23 as well when I bought my home, and it's a different market now than it was then. Man, stuff is expensive. You know what I'm saying? You paying $1,200 for rent. If you want to get a nice house, the house that I have now, it would probably, I could probably sell it for $100,000, but you can't make $100,000 more than I paid for it. But you can't get nothing else because you can't afford the next step up.
Right.
It is rough in the market right now.
I'm thankful that I did buy my house when I did, because I bought my house literally a year before COVID. And man, it was bad, man.
Yeah, it's rough now. It's definitely rough now. Man, Big Tate Eats, look, I want to tell you that I appreciate you for stopping by today.
Yeah, we definitely.
This has been
I had a good time, bro.
For real, yeah. This has been an
time.
expanded conversation too, because we kind of got off on a bunch of stuff. But look, I want to ask you a question that we ask all our guests.
Okay.
If the world was your audience and that camera was your microphone, what would you say?
If you have a vision or a goal or a plan to do something, stop procrastinating and just do it. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. The hardest step to take is the very first step. Because once you take that first step, get a roll. Get a roll. That'd be